Hey guys, welcome back to The Binger. Frozen 2 is right around the corner, scheduled for release later this year. Fans can't wait to see what lies in store for Anna, Elsa, and company. Writers and cast members have done a good job of staying silent for what's to come, but that doesn't stop us from speculating. In the trailer, it's evident that the gang are going on some sort of journey. But where? Let's take a look at a few theories. Speculation has been rife about one thing in particular after the trailer dropped. Some believe that the two new characters in question are actually Anna and Elsa's parents. In the first movie, it's made clear that the king and queen perish at seas while on a voyage. The two girls are left heartbroken and alone. Elsa, unable to control her powers without the help of mom and dad, shies away from her sister. It's pretty much the turning point of the entire story. Without the passing of their parents, things could have been totally different. Elsa might have gotten out once in a while and not been so uptight. Anna, on the other hand, might not have been so desperate for companionship that she agreed to marry the first guy that came along. The demise of their parents wasn't really investigated properly on screen, maybe to avoid upsetting youngsters. While we know that their ship is completely totaled and it's assumed that they're gone for good, we don't see the proof. With the appearance of these new characters who also have powers, some eager beavers believe that Anna and Elsa are taking a journey through time. Why? Well, they could hope to warn their parents of the fate that befalls them, preventing the shipwreck altogether. It's an interesting theory that would make for a great story if it was done properly. Time travel can throw up numerous plot holes if it's not handled correctly. However, this is a kids' movie, so maybe the little tykes won't notice. We all know the deal. Disney movies come with the good guys that you root for, but there must be someone bad to boo, right? Back in the first movie, there was Prince Hans. In the early storyboarding process, it was going to be Elsa. Writers had her pegged as the ultimate baddie, but in the end, they saw the potential of the character and she was given a makeover. Disney hit the big time when they made that decision. Elsa as a character has brought in a ton of money in merchandising revenue. Now that Prince Hans has been defeated and the two sisters are getting on like a snowman in summer, who will they be confronting? In the trailer, Anna is shown stranded on a rock in the ocean while Elsa is running through the seas. Now this could be a way that Elsa works some time travel mojo, or it could be a signal of a big journey. We already know that they go to a new land full of autumn colors. Could they be there to confront some big evil that they've heard about? Some believe that the big baddie is the two new characters, but we'll touch more on that later. With Anna and Elsa now in full control of Arendelle, they might take it upon themselves to go and confront a threat to the kingdom. After all, with Elsa's powers, they've got a better chance than any army they could send. Swords and spears are great and all, but when you compare it to endless amounts of heavy ice, they're gonna lose every time. There's nothing we like more than a good old quest, is there? It's great to see characters trek into the great unknown in search of answers, but what will Anna and Elsa be searching for? Fans are pretty much certain that the movie is going to center around Anna discovering powers of her own. In the first movie, the trolls ask the king and queen if Elsa is cursed or born with her powers. Her parents say that she was born, so couldn't Anna have powers of her own? Both physically and on paper, the two sisters are polar opposites. Elsa is quieter and more reserved, while Anna is loud, clumsy, and confident. Elsa has white hair, indicating ice, while Anna has red hair, indicating fire. If Anna suddenly discovers that she has powers of her own of the hot variety, she might struggle to control them. Elsa couldn't control her ice magic for the longest time, so it's only natural her sister would have problems. Ice is dangerous, but fire is worse, ripping through towns and destroying homes. Just ask Daenerys from Game of Thrones. Things can get way out of hand super quickly. If these events happen, then it could inspire the sisters to figure out where their powers have come from. That could also explain why the girl with the long red hair in the trailer appears to have magical powers. Anna and Elsa could have heard rumors about mystical goings-on in a far-off land and felt the need to investigate. Think about it. After a lifetime of feeling alone and confused, Anna and Elsa could finally get the answers that they've been searching for. It also opens the door for spin-offs and different lands. We all know how much Disney likes to interconnect their stories. They're gonna meet other princesses. So let's say for a moment that Anna doesn't have any powers at all and has nothing to do with the plot. According to our sister site, Screen Rant, Elsa and Anna could be going to meet other princesses with powers. One of them could be the Fall Princess, as seen in the trailer, but there could be 3 more. If the powers are seasonal, then there could be Elsa for winter, the Mystery Girl for fall, and one for the summer and spring. On the flip side, if the powers are elemental, then we need wind, earth, and air to complete the set. As we see this new character moving leaves with her powers, she could be wind. With the focus on female-led movies ever growing, this could be an awesome opportunity for Disney. They have the potential here to focus on a brilliant group of animated royals that are all powerful in different ways. Characters handle power differently too. Not everyone can take it like a champ and move forward in a way that's progressive and kind. It's not unheard of for people to take the other route and go completely evil and nuts. Could this be too complicated to watch unfurl on screen, or could it be the perfect way to explain Elsa's powers while creating an exciting story to boot? It could be a great way to see how 4 rulers come together and what they choose to do with their combined abilities, regardless of if it's good or bad. If Anna really doesn't have powers either, then she could feel like she's being pushed out of Elsa's life once again. After all, is there anything worse than your BFF finding people that they have more in common with than you? No one likes to be jealous, but it happens anyway. That green-eyed monster always has a way of rearing its ugly head. In one of the wildest fan theories out there, it's thought that Anna and Elsa's parents are actually Tarzan's parents. It sounds insane, but Tarzan's family found themselves on an island after their boat wrecked. Sure, it's just a coincidence, but it does have some plausibility to it. Frozen director Chris Buck openly admitted in an interview with MTV that he believes it's true. What more do you need? So, if Tarzan is related to the royalty of Arendelle, then what's to say that there aren't other relations out there? It's unlikely that we'll see Anna and Elsa meet their little brother as he's swinging from a tree, but what about other people? Could they decide to go and meet them to see what they can discover about their heritage? It's not a totally out there idea. Some fans have even suggested that the 2 characters are siblings of Anna and Elsa. If you follow that route, then the king and queen didn't perish at all, or at least not immediately. Instead, they found themselves shipwrecked somewhere and went on to have more kids. It would certainly explain the family resemblance between the redheaded girl and Anna, wouldn't it? If this theory is true, then it may discount the Tarzan idea, but it would still be great to watch. Anna and Elsa could discover that their parents lead a whole new life. Unable to return back to Arendelle for some reason, they started a new life in a new land, raising a new family. This has the potential for some great conflict. Their parents could still be alive, and Anna and Elsa could feel abandoned, only to find out that the king and queen were driven out of Arendelle. Hello, new villain. Do you see all the amazing ways this story could splinter off? We've covered a lot of ground here, from villains to long-lost siblings. We've still got a couple more ideas for you though, so don't go anywhere just yet. You never know, we might be right. A lot of the theories center around Anna and Elsa venturing into a new world for noble reasons, but what if they're going to help themselves? Every kingdom stumbles on dark times, and things can't be easy for Arendelle. As Elsa's powers aren't a secret, they might have enemies that worry Elsa might go rogue. If she does that or happens to lose control unexpectedly, then other countries might feel the need to gear up. If Arendelle is under the threat of attack, then the 2 sisters could need to go out and forge new allies. It's been confirmed that Westworld actress Evan Rachel Wood and This Is Us star Sterling K. Brown are on board to voice new characters. However, everyone has remained tight-lipped on what their roles are. As there are 2 new characters seen in the trailer, it's easy to assume that these are who they'll be playing. Maybe Anna and Elsa are seeking help from the strange girl with the powers in the woods. It's also rumored that the girl is Elsa's love interest, which has a great backing from the LGBT community. What starts out as an alliance could turn into something more, but are Disney really brave enough to go down that route? Millions hope they are, but the company has remained notoriously neutral when it comes to subjects like this. It's about making money in the long run. While it's what the world needs and wants, there is still a portion of the audience out there that wouldn't be comfortable. It's stupid, but that's the reality. On the Frozen 2 IMDb, the tagline to the movie reads, "Elsa, Anna, Kristoff, and Olaf are going far into the forest to know the truth about an ancient mystery of their kingdom." If that line is fact and not fiction, then our favorite characters aren't going into a far-off land at all. They're simply exploring the depths of their own kingdom to figure out what's going on. So what is this ancient mystery? The trolls seem to live out in the forest, so could it have something to do with them and their magic? It would make sense, as they have powers and abilities too, just like Elsa has. Although not to the same extent, they still work with that witchy mojo. It could be that the very land that Arendelle is situated on has deep and dark secrets. That could be the key to a lot of things, couldn't it? If the gang really does go on a staycation, they could discover things that were right under their noses all along. If you think about it, we really haven't seen much of the kingdom at all, so this could broaden the scope nicely. There you have it. Do any of these have your vote? Sound off in the comments. Before you go, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss a thing from us here at The Binger. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.